Hello. Hello, great diamonds in the house. Let's start coming in. Let's start coming in. Excellent evening to all the great diamonds on this platform. I am so very excited to be here once again. Another live have started. Let's start coming in. Let's start coming in. Today is the third day of the challenge. And for those that are just coming on board to know what we are doing here, yes, let me quickly give a brief introduction of myself. Oremade Olayinka is my name. I'm a business coach and I empower a lot of entrepreneurs to know what to do at the first 2 years of starting their business, invariably helping them to get started with their business and also ensure that that business of theirs is well rooted. Yes, I've been in business for the past 16 years and I know the intricacies. I know what it entails. I have passed through the era of offline and I'm also working and digging it out in this very era of the online. So I'm very passionate to ensure that a lot of entrepreneurs succeed. And to God be the glory, so far we have been having good testimony from a whole lot of our mentees and even those that are listening to us during this 5-day challenge and are so passionate to work with us. So it's a pleasure being here once again. As you are coming in, just let me know where you are joining me from so that I can give you a shout out. Yes, before I go ahead, let me quickly also give glory to whom glory is due, the Almighty God, the El Shaddai, the Elohim, the Ekrak and the Adonai, the Lord that liveth forever and ever. He giveth grace to be able to do all we are doing. If not for God, where would we have been? So for giving us the grace to stand once again here together, it is what His name is worthy to be praised. His name is worthy to be praised. Start coming in. As you are coming in, let me know where you are joining me from so that I can give you a shout out. So I'm going straight to talk about the topic of today, and which is the worksheet to be posted on the group. And the worksheet is the power of the name. The power of the name. The power of the name. This is a very, very important topic. Let's start coming in. As you are coming in, let me know where you are joining me from so that I can give you a shout out. What is power of the name? For every entrepreneur that wants to have a good success in business, you actually need to check this particular topic very well. Because online marketing is not something anyone can just jump into. You know, you can't just jump into it, because when you jump into it, you just keep researching it. It will take you a very longer time before you can get it. And that is only if you are actually trying to learn. But if you are just posting things there, just to post for posting sake or for selling sake, honestly, you will become very frustrated. So online marketing is a marketing of its own that really needs one to get all the technical know-how of how to get it done. If you know your onions, you'll be able to move high in life. So you need to actually know how to get it done, how to get it done online for your business to strive. Because the era of the time where we all have to do it the way we used to do it, we get into business and immediately we are into business, we just keep digging it out and we are not finding any headway. But now in the era of the online marketing, as you are coming in, let me know where you are joining me from so that I can give you a shout out. So in the era of online marketing, you need to know the intricacies. What are the things that you need to do first for you to have a good success with that business of yours? This is very, very important. So I'm quickly going to run on the power of the name. The power of the name. What do I mean by power of the name? For you to actually have any success in business, you need to get it right from your name. Because whomsoever is coming into your portal, is coming into that place of yours to buy anything from you, they really want to know what you are selling at a glance. Yes, type in the chat room, they want to know what I am selling at a glance. So if you are not really communicating from the onset, a lot of people will just flip through your ad and they won't eventually patronize you. So your name ought to speak volume. Your name ought to speak volume. If you are, I have some people that did their assignments on the group. They gave the name of the oil, the type of food they want to sell. They ensure that the name of what they want to sell is attached to their name, and that is how it runs. If you must use that your name, that particular thing you want to sell must also be attached to that name. It must also be attached to that name. If you want to sell edible oil, edible oil, because we have different types of oil. We have engine oil, so you need to ensure you put edible oil. That edible oil have to be well stated beside that name of yours. If it's pastries, if it's cakes you want to do, that cakes, that anything cake have to be well stated in your name, because immediately they see your name, and the first thing anybody sees online is the name. Like I myself, I use Business Builders. So Business Builders resonate with what I am doing. I empower entrepreneurs to get their business well rooted. So I help people build their businesses. So, and that is why I chose Business Builders. So anybody that sees that name will want to say, what is happening? Building a business, let me go and see what she has to say. And that is how we have been rolling for a lot of times that we have been doing this challenge. In fairness, in any of my challenge, I don't have anything less than 700 to 600 minimum. Yes, and I think having 200 in a group isn't really encouraging, honestly, because I needed people on the live show to be able to do a whole lot. But because I have made up my mind that even if it's one person I'm going to impact on this platform, I just have to keep on doing my life. So as you are coming in, let me know where you are joining me from. And peradventure, maybe you want to watch this live later. It's fine. So as I was saying, your name has to resonate. As you are coming on this live, tell me where you're joining me from, and also repeat after me, my name must resonate. Your name must resonate with whatsoever you want to sell. And that is what anybody that is seeing you for the first time will use in recognizing you. I saw somebody online lately that said easy shop, easy cook. And what is she doing? She's trying to sell food stuff to a lot of people. And this is part of what we train our mentees on. You need to have your business online. If you are a food stuff seller, what stops you from having 2 people or 1 people receiving calls on your behalf after you have done your ads, and they'll be placing their order for that tomato, for that tatashe? It just needs you to have a sales letter online. The era we are going now is the era that everybody needs to have their business online, irrespective of what you are selling, even if it's plank. Yes, I used to call plank because it's something that a lot of people doesn't really put much attention to, and it is a viable business. So even if it's plank, we have different types of plank. You can just itemize your planks on your sales page and let people click it and place order. The only thing you need to perfect under that situation is to perfect your ideal client. So your name must resonate. Whatsoever you are selling, let it be linked with your name. Yes, in the days past, a lot of people do complimentary card, and they put like myself, I use Tuonla & Sons. But I can dare not use Tuonla & Sons online, because what is Tuonla & Sons? Nobody will want to go further to start investigating what Tuonla & Sons is doing. So whatsoever you are selling have to come up online. So if you have different products you are selling, for a good example, you are selling food stuff, you can use your name as 2 grocery store, 2 grocery store. I just use that as an example. Whatsoever name you want to be called or to be known, just put grocery stores in front of it. Or creams and cakes. For example, creams and cakes in Lagos did not even have her name. She didn't have any name to it. She just used creams and cakes. You look at the person that I mentioned just now, Easy Cook, Easy Shop, Easy Cook. She didn't even have her name. So there is power in you mentioning that thing you are dealing with online. I'm talking of online because online marketing is what we also do majorly on this platform. How to run your ads, how to run your advertisement, because advert is the eyes of every business. Type in the chat room, advert is the eyes of every business, just as the eyes is so very important to everybody. You can only move with your eyes. You can only do a lot. Immediately the eyes is shut, then the whole body is shut down. And that is how advert is to business. If you are not earmarking some amount of money, on weekly basis, on monthly basis, to run advertisement and have your sales letter running, so that you can have your business shown to a lot of people, then the business is just starting. The business is just starting. And that is part of what we do on our Business Builders mentorship platform. We help a lot of entrepreneurs to build a brand of their own, in a way that you will be noticed and you will have to sell. Is a must. Is a must. You have to sell. You have to sell, because by the time you show your product to that person that wants you, the next thing is to give your portal a look, and immediately they come into your sales page, the next thing is for them to make purchases. So it's not practically possible for you to know how to draw your ads and you will not sell, and that is what it entails. So about the name, that is about that. We have the worksheet on the group. I need you to go straight to the first section on this group and download the worksheet. A lot of people have been complaining of not being able to open or download. It is not an issue. All you need to do, you can go straight to people that have done this, look at what they are doing, and use a plain sheet of paper to answer your own questions. Answer your own questions in your own way. Don't copy what the person has done. What we are doing is just to build you. We want to build great entrepreneurs. You need to know what you are doing. You need to get these little things that a lot of entrepreneurs don't take as important. These are things that eventually, kill most businesses. These are things that eventually kill a lot of businesses. Because if you ignore these little things, you call them little things, invariably it has a way it affects your business. So I want you to tell me in the chat room the name you are using. What is the name you are using? I am using Business Builders. What is the name you are using? So try to ensure that your name resonates with what you are selling, with what you've got to offer. You are a skilled person. Yes, fine. What I usually advise that skilled people use, I usually advise them to put THE, because skilled people usually use, blueprints, scripts. You want to give them the blueprint on how to get to be a fashion designer, a professional fashion designer. You want to give them the blueprint. As you are coming in, let me know where you are joining me from. So majorly D, which is the THE, is very, very important. THE is very, very important for anyone that wants to have an online course. The blueprint to a successful and business owner or business startup, blueprint to becoming a professional fashion designer. The blueprint is for you to take them from the point of knowing nothing to the point of now knowing how to be a professional in fashion. So a blueprint on how to make cakes and pastries. Those are the things that skilled people use to have their course online. That is the name I usually advise they use, because this THE brings your package to become a product. It makes your package to become a product. So I want us to take good note of that. What are the things that you are using to name your course? What is the thing you are using to name your business? What name did you give that business? What name do you give that skill of yours? It is very, very important. So we are not going to spend too much time here. So I'll be going straight to Egg Depot and its profitability. Egg Depot, wow. A lot of people might think Egg Depot, I don't like it. Look, all these minor businesses that we are just looking at from far away are actually very profitable. And in the era we are, you are not just bound to do one business. You can do multiple businesses. And the most important aspect of it is how to drive the business. If you have your automated system in place to help you get customer. I was talking to somebody on the phone today. I had a meeting with her, and she told me that she lives in Redeem Camp. I realized that, and I asked her that I used to hear that Redeem Camp is a whole town of its own. She said yes, that she started frozen chicken and she has really been inspired with the way the frozen chicken has been going. And I told her, do you know that you can be a major chicken distributor in the whole of that Redeem Camp? How? I told her you can draw an ad that captures only that area, and you can do the ad in a way that you are going to tell people you are looking for sub-distributors. You are liaised with somebody, with the company you are getting the frozen chicken from, and you just tell them, look, I have a lot of people that wants this product from me, but I don't want to sell to them. I want you to sell to them, but give me my own commission. As you are coming in, let me know where you are joining me from so that I can give you a shout out. You are welcome. You are welcome. So I told her, do you know you can do this much? You can really capture the whole of Redeem Camp. Because if you fail to capture, over time, people will see you and they will also fall in love with your business. And they will go all the way to want to compete with you. But it is high time you quickly get them all captured to be a sub-distributor under you, while you talk to the organization or the company where you are getting the chicken from and liaise with them, come to an agreement with them, and you get these orders on their behalf, and the company supplies them. So they are saying the company and not you. And we are going to brand her in a way that she won't even have cause to see any one of them. She will be standing in as an intermediary. So these are a whole lot of things that one can do with the online platform. You are welcome. Thank you so much for joining the live. You are welcome. Uku so sorry. So thank you for joining in. So this is how far you can go with any business. With any business, this is how far you can go. You are not limited by space. You are not limited by time. Online marketing have done so much in business that we all need to explore. And that is why we are mentioning about the power of the name, which is the topic of today. I have discussed so much about it. All you need to do after this live, I'll be dropping this video on the group. Just go straight into the group, look for this video and go through it. Listen to it again so that you have a good capture of what I have been saying for the past few minutes. So what am I going into right now? I want to talk about the egg as a business. So many people don't see it as a big deal, but egg is a big deal. It's a big deal because if you are dealing on a product that is reusable, I've mentioned that you have to go into product that is reusable. Egg is a reusable item. A lot of homes, even majority of homes in Nigeria, consume egg. So that makes the business. Type in the chat room, I am going places. I am going places. Type in the chat room, I am going places. You are going places. You are destined for greatness. And that is the more reason why you are on this platform. You wanted more for yourself. You wanted more for your life. You wanted more for your generation. And that is why you are here. And I can assure you that if you are committed and dedicated to this that we have brought to you, you can never go home the same. I have been receiving a lot of comments about how impactful this training is. We had a challenge about a week ago, and so many of them said their life have changed drastically since they joined that challenge. And this is what our training is all about. But it all needs us to be committed. We need to do what we are supposed to do part time. If you are asked to do this, do it, because that is the secret to success. The success is in the doing. It's not in the hearing alone. The success is in the doing. Type in the chat room, the success is in the doing. When you are ready and available to do what you are asked to do, that is when success comes. It's organized. Everybody listens. Everybody hear. Everybody go for seminar. Everybody do this. How many are making use of the seminar to make a transformation in their business? And that is where the difference comes. Type in the chat room, I am a success. I am a success. So what am I talking about egg? Egg is a reusable item that anyone can go into. But in as much as it's as simple as it is said, egg also have its own season. Type in the chat room, egg has its season. Egg has its season. Egg has its season. There are periods in the year that the whole chicken will be sold off and a whole lot of farms doesn't have enough eggs, and this automatically push egg sales into scarcity. And immediately it pushes it into a period of scarcity. Very few people that are able to still stick take their ground in the period of plenty are the period they are the ones that will benefit it during the period of scarcity. So, and what happens especially during the period of plenty, we call it glut time, glut period. What usually happens then? So many things happen, and I'll be discussing majorly on the condition. What is the environmental condition that you need to have an egg depot? And I'll be talking briefly on the profitability analysis. We have different cadres in egg distributorship chain. Type in the chat room, I am a success. I am a success. You know, the distributorship chain starts from the farm itself, then the distributor, from the distributor to the wholesaler, from the wholesaler to the retailer, and from the retailer to the consumer. That is the chain in egg distributorship. So, as a distributor, I'll be talking to you on the basis of a distributor. And these are people that trades with at least 500 crates of egg in a week. At least, that is, you have not sold at all. You are meant to sell nothing less than 500 crates. And how do they operate? Most of the time, egg depots operate by farms supplying them. You know, that is really, it's not all time. And the majority is you going to the farm to take your eggs. Majority. So I usually advise anybody that wants to go into egg business, you have to be ready, because some farms will not bring their eggs to you, but you have to go to them. So if you go to them, what do you have to do when you get to the farm and you want to pack 500 crates? 500 crates can only be conveyed by a bus. A bus, whether these short popular bus don't take it, but a normal bus like this public transport, 14 seaters will take it comfortably. Then the short chassis of buses, you know, we have long chassis, we have short chassis. Short chassis of any bus can also convey 500 crates comfortably. So what am I trying to say? All you need to do is to understand, because if you don't have the knowledge of how to pack 500 crates of egg and you now go to the farm and pack 500 crates believing that you already have market for it, if you don't have a good knowledge of how to pack your eggs very well, there is tendency that that person will lose, because eggs when packed from the farm needs to be well shocked. Type in the chat room, it has to be well shocked. You need to shock it very well, front and back. There won't be any space in between at all. You are welcome. You are welcome. I'm not putting on my glasses, so I couldn't see. Let me quickly do that. Okay, Eson Oluwabusaya, you are welcome. Uko Kalu, thank you so much for staying here. So you are welcome. So you need to have this knowledge of how to well package your eggs from the point of conveying it to your shop. This is very, very important. And what is the profitability analysis? Egg is very, very good when you have a good turnover as a depot. If you have a good turnover as a depot. And what are the ranges that depots used to have? Depots used to have the range between 20 naira to 50 naira. 20 naira profit to 50 naira profit. So if you have like 500 crates sold in a week, if you are able to luckily have 50 naira on each crate of egg, you are having about 25,000 naira in a week. But if it's 20 naira, 20 in 500 is 10,000. So depending, but majority of it, depending on your location also matters. If you are in a very good location, you can also maximize your profit. You can still make 70, 100 naira depending on your location. So all these are what is obtainable with egg business. And the environmental condition for the egg. Your egg needs a very, very good a location. Yes, for you to store eggs, because there are periods that if you keep eggs on ground, it will start bringing out a very terrible maggot. So all these things are what we have embedded in the training for anybody that wants to go into egg as a trade, because you can't know it all. And somebody have passed through this journey. Eggs brings out big maggots. There are periods it brings out big maggots. And if you don't have a pre-knowledge of these periods, you are going to lose a whole lot of eggs. So, and how can you also identify which egg is good in the farm when you are buying, and which period to buy, to go into the egg business? There are periods you can go, there are periods you shouldn't go close, because as a beginner, if you go close at the period of glut, we call it period of glut. This is a period where all the farms, during December period, a lot of farms sell their chicken, majority, and so many of them keeps another stock after sales because of space. So after putting up this stock, majority put up the stock for a new batch of birds after they have sold the old one. So most of them usually have their eggs coming out at the same time. So during February, March, and few of April, there's always a period that the supply is always higher than the demand, because so many people have eggs at the same time. And this usually causes what is called glut. So as a starter, if you go into egg trade at this period, you need to know how to identify good egg from bad egg, because eggs is a black market. Honestly, egg is a black market. If you are not very vigilant during this period you go into it, there's tendency for one to have shortage. So, and that is why we have a very detailed, a detailed training on egg business from beginning to the end, because we need to embrace an idea. When you learn how to learn, oh my God, when you learn how to learn, the sky is not your limit. You are unlimited. You are going to fly very high. And that is why everybody, every entrepreneur needs to learn, needs to ensure that they are learning every time. Don't say, I have learned this yesterday, I'm done. Look, Facebook changes their algorithm all the time. They change their algorithm all the time. They are also being creative, and that is why they are working on their system, putting more innovations, putting a whole lot of GIF. When was GIF? A lot of things, a lot of tools, a lot of beautiful tools that they are embedding in Facebook, just for us to have a new look of Facebook. And that is what we as entrepreneurs also need to do. How are you putting a new face to that business of yours? To have a good presence online, to have people to know you, to have people to feel you, to have people to believe in you. You need to keep on, being innovative. Type in the chat room, be innovative. Be innovative. You need to have a change of situation, of things around your business per time. So, Olushola Aderiola, you are welcome. You are welcome. Let me know where you are joining me from. Let me know where you are joining me from. So this is what it entails. We all need to be ready. We all need to be dedicated to ensure that this our business. Look, this business needs to be learned. You need to learn. You need to move higher. You need to have a means of handing over an automated system for your business over to somebody else. And that is where we are taking our people on our platform to. We train you to know how to get the business started. We train you to know how to get it well rooted. And through all the information we have been dropping on the group since Wednesday, you can make good use of it to have a good startup. Because if you want to have a business started, you need a business consideration. You need to consider what are the things you need to consider to get it started. And you also need a business roadmap, which we dropped yesterday. And you also need to get a good name for that business. All of these things are very essential. And out of so many training points that we have for our mentees. We have just bring out just very few to educate us on this platform. So egg business as a trade is a wonderful business, and the era of internet has even made it more interesting. Look, you can venture into egg business by just distributing and even just drop in any shop. Yes, you can just distribute. Draw your adverts to have a lot of people to know that you have eggs. Buy from the farm and just distribute straight to them, straight to your customers. The only thing you need to do before you go and deliver is to ensure they have a look at what you want to give to them, because eggs have different sizes. So you need to, except if you want to do ungraded, you tell them it's ungraded. But even if it's ungraded, let them see what they want to buy, so that you won't go to farm and pick the eggs and you get to them and they will tell you, no, this is not what I wanted. So let them see what you want to sell to them. That is the only thing you need to do before you convey the egg to them. So aside from that, there is a lot we can do through this online platform to be able to achieve great and mighty things. So I am very, very delighted to be here this evening. I believe a lot of us have gained so much. As you are coming onto this live later in the day, type #replay and let me know your name. Just let me know where you are joining from, maybe from Abuja, from Lagos, from anywhere in the country. Let me know where you are joining from, so that I can just give you, a thumb up later after the show. So the power of the name, and also egg business depot and its profitability. These two things are very, very cogent for any entrepreneur to have a very good look at. So for people that are skilled owners, you have one skill of the other. Your name also matters. I have explained how you can use that THE to make that your name very, very, attractive, and people will resonate with you. So I'm so glad to be here this evening. As we are coming in later to watch this live, just tell me in the chat room, I am great, I am awesome, I am wonderful, I am lifted. Remember your affirmations. Affirmations is very important for every business owner. Yes, because the environment we find ourselves is full of negativity, and what you dwell in, you eventually become. And that is why it is important for you to do your affirmation. Tell yourself the good things of life, and remember to do your meditations every day. All these are tips that is very important for every great entrepreneur to ensure they keep dwelling on in order to have good success in that business. So glad to have you, Eson Olushola, Udo Kalu, all the people that have taken time to pump into this live, and those people that are still on their way, immediately are back, or you have the time to watch this live, type #replay. #replay. So glad to have you all here. I'm so excited. Have a wonderful evening, and if possible, we'll see you tomorrow. Yes, because tomorrow is weekend and we need to round up. I think I'll be rounding up tomorrow. I have to round up tomorrow because I'll be having a webinar by 4 o'clock on Sunday. So I'll drop the webinar link for anyone that wants to join us in the webinar. So I'll be running up tomorrow with this live. I'll merge up the two topics we have tomorrow in order to end this challenge. And I want us to go back and do all the things that we have been training you on this platform. If you're not able to download, it's not an issue. We have all these things for you in our mentorship platform. All you need to do is just to create time to go through the group to see all we've got for you. And if you couldn't download, look at people's example and you can make out your own from theirs. You don't pick up a sheet of paper or a book and write it out. Use your handwriting to put every details down, and you can screenshot it and drop it on the group. There is always a way when the will is there. So thank you so much, great entrepreneurs. See you some other time. Same time tomorrow, where we'll be rounding up on this challenge. Take good care and have a wonderful evening. Bye.